Hello there, my liquid soulmates. It's Kelly from Liquid Soul, and we are here with our April message. Just like that, it's April already. So, this month I wanted to talk about how we are more permeable than we think that we are. We know that our skin is very permeable. When we put moisturizer on it, we can feel it, or we put, facial products on to help us not age. Our hair is permeable. So our physical body, we have a strong idea that, we absorb things. I think we also are pretty familiar with how emotionally or mentally or energetically we also are kind of permeable. Like when we're around people who are fun and, lighthearted, it's easy to take on that more relaxed, fun, lighthearted kind of feeling. Same when we're around a grumpus. When we leave, we're like, man, I kind of feel grumpy now. And so we can exchange those feelings emotionally and kind of mentally, energetically as well. Like I remember when I was working in South Carolina, and one of my coworkers had a very strong accent. And originally I'm from Ohio, so I don't have a Southern accent. But I'm telling you, by the end of the day, I had a little Southern drawl to me. And we're just influenced. So it's really, I would say, kind of critical to be cautious on how we surround ourselves. What are we putting into our orifices because we're so spongy? And this can include, you know, messages through the music we listen to. Music has a big influence on a subconscious level. There's definitely some scientific studies behind this, but also the television shows we're watching, the people that are surrounding us, our environment, even all the way down to our olfactory nerves or what we're smelling can have an influence on the way our brain recalls information or the way in which we're able to focus and concentrate. So there's a lot of science behind that as well. But even beyond that, into our science is our microbiome. And we know about our microbiome in our guts, and we know, what we eat feeds certain little bacteria in our guts that help us digest. Microbiome also affects our mood and our, stability in the way that we're feeling, as well as our immune system. But one thing that's super cool is that we have all kinds of microbiome on our skin. And so when we shake hands with somebody, when we're breathing air, like when I exhale and you inhale, we're constantly exchanging little bugs that live on us with one another. And there have been a lot of studies on how, people that live in households together or that spend a large amount of time together have the same kind of microbiome. So it's so interesting that it brings it to an even deeper level of the importance of who are we surrounding ourselves with? And does that environment, people, whatever, influence us positively? And are we very selective in how we form our environment? And if we flip that in the same way, how are we influencing others in our environment? How are we facilitating the air around us? What microbiome are we spilling out for others to breathe? Because we can have a lot of effect on, without even really knowing how much we're affecting somebody by how much we exchange with one another. So this month, I would love for you to just take a little time and look around your environment, your internal environment, all the little gut bugs that you're feeding, as well as the external environment, what kind of skin bugs we're feeding, and what are we exchanging with one another? And is it uplifting? Really, we're the only people who can determine, what creates an uplifting atmosphere or environment for us. And when we really begin to discern what that is, what feeds us, then we can start to choose more selectively what feeds us, what resonates right with us, and how we can influence positively those around us. It's fun to think about and super scientific-y, which I love too. So I hope this April brings lots of positive bugs. Let's leave the negative ones at somewhere else. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your month. And until next month, namaste.